Welcome to season four, the review episode part four, and the last one for season four. I feel a little bit sad actually, and it's really interesting. Yeah, I'm actually getting a bit sad. It's really interesting because doing these reviews has meant so much to me. It has been really powerful, and I'm so grateful that I actually do these now. Again, let's have a look at this beautiful quote. I embrace a growth mindset which allows me to remain open to new ideas and perspectives. This openness does not mean I must accept every opinion out there, but rather that I'm willing to consider them as opportunities for reflection and potential change. I love listening to other people. It really does open me up. And I learned this when I was working in the healthcare field, especially speaking to older people. I'm saying too much. Speaking to older people because they have so much wisdom. And then other times, younger ones had so much wisdom. We never know where we can get awareness from. So just be aware of that. Now, episode 182, boundaries within the third eye chakra. Again, I love boundaries. Psychic boundaries preserve energy. Constantly providing psychic insights without boundaries can drain your energy. I learned this one the hard way. Reducing effectiveness and personal vitality. Setting limits ensures you're fully present when you choose to engage. Now, I did that during one-on-one sessions, and unfortunately, I keep saying unfortunately, now I've got the awareness of and when I was doing one-on-one sessions, unfortunately, I did go over time. And for me, that was a disrespect to the client. The session said 60 minutes. Sometimes I went over. That was not good. So I looked at creating boundaries around this, and wow, it was powerful because when I went over time, it started draining me and it wasn't healthy. And separation of personal and professional life. Maintaining clear boundaries around psychic work in social situations preserves friendships and reinforces professional respect and integrity. If someone asks me, what can you see around me? I'll go, look, that is actually part of my business. I don't like to do it when I'm out and about personally. If you would love to know, then please book in a session. Guess what? They don't. And that's okay. And I don't do one-on-one sessions anymore because I love my business and it's evolved into other things. And use positive intentions for boundaries. Setting intentions before social situations helps control energy flow and information intake, fostering balance between personal time and intuitive work. That means I might go, okay, I'm going out to the pub for dinner, and I set the intention, thank you, universe, I'm going out to the pub for dinner. I am putting a boundary around that, and my business is closing down. It's now personal time. Setting boundaries like that is so cool. It's so much fun too. And if you make it fun, it's easier to set these boundaries. Now, when you don't have to raise your, or why you don't have to raise your vibration all the time. Constant positivity is unrealistic and unnecessarily. Now, remember, this is my opinion. Please be aware, this is my opinion. Feeling good 24/7 is not the goal of spirituality. It's about being real with where you are emotionally. And suppressing emotions can cause disconnection. Trying to appear happy all the time can isolate you from the true experience of your feelings, which is vital for authentic growth. And for me, I did try to be happy all the time. I didn't let people know that I was depressed and even worse. No one knew. And they were surprised. And it's like, well, no one wants to be around people that are depressed. I can tell you from experience, if I talk about something like I might want to, I process through talking, and it's hard to find somebody I can talk to. I might have something I just want to complain about. As soon as I complain about it, it's gone. Yet finding people that actually are able to listen to you like that is so, so hard. And it's something I'm just aware of. And, like, it's just one of those things. Now, high vibration does not always look like excitement. It can be subtle, quiet, and honest, demonstrating that spiritual alignment isn't about loud energy, but authenticity. And for me, when I'm around people that are really, really loud, I struggle. I actually have to walk away. I have to put earphones in or something. That is why when I go to the shops or I go for a walk, I put earphones in and turn music on because I can struggle sometimes. Now, visibility in the third eye chakra. Visibility as a personal definition, because visibility isn't one size fits all. Creating your own meaning, your own definition, empowers a deeper connection to your presence rather than adopting societal or dictionary definitions. So please create your own. It's like everything. Create your own definition. Ignore what the dictionaries say and create your own. Mental and psychic nature of the third eye. The third eye chakra emphasizes mental acuity and psychic insight, representing inner vision that guides how and when you choose to be visible. And beliefs shape visibility experience. Negative attitudes, whether from yourself or others, can hinder your visibility. Standing confidently despite external judgments reinforce mental resilience. Now, for me, I didn't like being on camera. I didn't like hearing my voice. I didn't like the way I looked. And that was a struggle for me at the start. Now I honestly don't care. If someone looks at me and has judgment, guess what? That is their problem, not mine. I am happy with what I do. Yes, I don't have my video on for this because it actually um, hides part of the slide, and I want you to see the slide. In other videos, there's me there all the time. You get to see me through the whole video. So just remember that. Who are you when no one is around? This was an interesting episode to talk about. And your default energy reflects the authentic self. When no one is watching, your natural energy, calm, chaotic, or drained, refuels your true business mindset and influences long-term sustainability. And awareness here is crucial for meaningful change. And burnout stems from mismatched energy. Oh, excuse me. Constant rushing, multitasking, and frustration can lead to burnout, which festers quietly before affecting public performance. And recognizing early signs is vital. Growth mindset enables energy shifts. Your business energy isn't fixed. With intentional actions, support, and small rituals, you can cultivate a more grounded, clear, and energetic self. And this is, you could think of it as like masks. And we do put masks on. When I go out, I put a mask on because most of the time, if I'm going for a walk or to the shops, I don't want to connect with people. So I'll put a mask on. When I was working in the healthcare field, I put a mask on. It was that form of mask that I needed to put on. If I'm in a networking event, I might put a mask on. These videos are much more natural because honestly, as I've said, I don't care what people think of me. Not now. I used to, man, did I used to. And I even show up in t-shirts sometimes because the energy of me when I do a podcast, I need it to be amazing. And so if it means that I've got a t-shirt on and my energy is profound, then I'll get on and do a podcast. If people look at me and see me in a t-shirt and think, oh my goodness, she's a businesswoman wearing a t-shirt, I don't care. Because guess what? Look at all of, not all, but have a look at a lot of really, really rich business people. Guess what? Most of the time, they're not dressed up to the nines. They might be in t-shirts and shorts. So do what's right for you. That's why you need to make sure that you do what's right for you and having that awareness. Now, boundaries within the crown chakra. The crown chakra connects you to universal knowledge and collective consciousness. But boundaries determine when and how much spiritual information is received to avoid overwhelm. Because if you allow your beautiful crown chakra to be open 24/7, it's not going to be healthy. And I'm not saying it is. This could be why there are people out there, like for me, this could have been part of my depression. I was fully open, not knowing, when I was younger, not knowing what it was all about. So just something to think about. And business and spiritual alignment. Boundaries help define the relationship between one's business and spiritual purpose. Now, this may be different, and this allows for clarity on how to operate authentically. And confidence differentiation. Business confidence differs from personal confidence, and boundaries help manage and embrace the right kind of confidence in each arena. And there's different rituals for business grounding. So grounding as embodiment. And what is embodiment? It is using your body. It is actually using your body to embrace all of this, to bring in what you're thinking, saying right into your body. And being grounded means fully inhabiting your body and the moment. And this can prevent mental spirals and scattered energy. This present enhances business clarity and intuition, leading to better decision making. And simplicity is the key. Consistent small rituals, maybe around 2 minutes, provide more benefit than elaborate or hard to maintain ceremonies, making grounding accessible for busy entrepreneurs. Now, I know of there's a business person out there, a spiritual person out there who teaches spiritual, and what they teach, again, I'm not naming names, what they teach is that those people must do an hour of heart coherence every single day. Now, honestly, because of all the work I've done, things move so quickly for me that that is not possible. Half an hour is too long for me. I've already done the work. I don't need to do that. Now, if I'm going for a walk, then an hour is easy. That's different. But sitting in meditation for an hour is not me. Even guided meditations I can struggle with. Now, that depends on who the person is. There was one person when I was living on the Gold Coast who did the most amazing meditations. And I was off in the ethers doing the meditation. It was great. For me, though, quick little rituals are amazing. And for me, they're more profound than sitting there longer. My mind wanders because, as I said, I get bored. Non-judgmental routine creation as well. Establishing grounding as a supportive habit, not a hustle, encourages practice without pressure or perfectionism. Now, what is shadow work? And so I thought I'd do an episode on shadow work for beginners. Shadow work demystified. It's not mystical, but a practical life process that helps us grow by acknowledging suppressed aspects, which fosters self-awareness and healing. So, shadow is literally anything that doesn't feel aligned for you. If fears, doubts, beliefs, anything like that. And we can't let go, or we can't just ignore our shadow or say, oh, we've done the work, I don't have shadow anymore. Yin and yang, just think about it. There is light and shadow everywhere. You can't have the sun without the moon. You can't have the moon without the sun. And for those people that go, oh yeah, I've worked on all of these aspects and I'm just love and light now. Well, for starters, love and light is exactly the same thing. You can't ignore your shadow. You can't say you've dealt with it because it's always going to be there. The more that we love it, the less it actually affects us. And I want to normalize difficult emotions. Emotions like anger and jealousy are natural. And recognizing their purpose within us enables healthier emotional expression. Now, anger and jealousy, and that when it gets to an extreme, of course, is not healthy. Yet anger and jealousy are there for a reason. What is that anger telling you? What is that jealousy telling you? And wholeness over brokenness. I really dislike the word broke or fix or anything like that. There is nothing broken about you. There is nothing to fix. You are whole and perfect. You did not come into this world broken or unwhole. And yeah, that's another thing. It's spiritual bypassing to say, oh, you need fixing. No, you don't. And shadow work centers on reclaiming all parts of the self rather than fixing so-called flaws. And this promotes a loving, holistic view of personal growth. And visibility in the crown chakra. Again, visibility is unique. I've said this many times. And defining visibility for yourself is crucial, as it holds different meanings and forms for each person, whether live video, blogs, or face-to-face interaction. This personal approach makes visibility authentic and manageable. And the power of presence, being mindful and fully engaged in the moment, whether recording a video or writing content, improves the quality and impact of our work, making visibility more natural and effective. As I said, when I'm recording a video of these podcasts, I am in a space, and you can hear it in my voice. There is power in my voice. There is confidence in my voice. I am in the right energy to do these videos, and they will have impact. And embracing business evolution. Accepting the inherent changes in business energizes growth personally and professionally and keeps visibility fresh and aligned with new stages of development. As I said, me doing these review episodes is growth for me because I am re-going over things. I'm learning something new and I'm getting new awareness. Now, signs, symbols, and synchronicity. How the universe is speaking to you. Synchronicity increases during life's shifts. When emotionally open or going through transitions, people naturally become more attuned to meaningful patterns, reflecting heightened awareness. It could be you see a white feather all the time, or you see the same numbers over and over, or you might see a red car over and over and over. That can happen. And individual meanings matter most. 5 people might see a butterfly, but experience different insights. And this shows the highly personal nature of signs. And so personal sign tracking builds intuition. Writing down signs and their contextual meanings encourages active participation in the process of meaning making rather than passive acceptance. And what I mean by that is you might see a butterfly, and instead of finding your own meaning for it, you go to Google. That's passive acceptance. Find your own meaning. What does a butterfly mean for you? What does a color mean? Etc. Now, boundaries within the solar lunar chakra. Now, this chakra for me, I discovered is the solar and the lunar chakras combined as one now. As we change and grow, things change and grow, of course. And the solar lunar chakra is a spiritual gateway. So we've got our crown chakra. This chakra allows clearer, stronger connections beyond the crown chakra. Think of the crown chakra as the first real connection. I mean, you've got your third eye, but the crown chakra is the one when it's open, is, like first connection to the universe. And it makes it vital for spiritual exploration and navigation across dimensions, multiverses, parallel lives, etc. And association versus disassociation. And understanding these two states is crucial. Being associated means fully feeling emotions and everything, which, depending on how you are, can be unhealthy. I mean, I fully feel emotions now. I'm in the right space to do that. If I'm not in the right space, I'm going to feel those emotions and they're going to affect me in a way that's not healthy. While disassociated means observing without emotional entanglement, which is essential for healthy boundary setting. So, disassociation can be unhealthy. Yet, when you observe without the emotional entanglement, it's amazing what happens. And that's why the timeline therapy in that is the disassociation, because you don't want to go back to a time and experience those emotions again. You want to be above it and look down and be unemotional about it. And we want to do risk assessment in life and business. Using this solar lunar chakra to evaluate risks supports wiser decision making and maintaining the energetic balance. And I talked about the six clairs, so all the different clairs. Intuition is universal. The clairs are innate abilities, meaning everyone can access their intuition if they learn to recognize it. And this debunks the myth that intuition is only for psychics. Please understand that everyone has intuition. Everyone has these abilities. And there's multiple sensory channels. So intuition communicates through multiple sensory modes, not just visually, which is clairvoyance, highlighting the diversity and individual nature of intuitive experiences. And your dominant clair reflects information processing style. By identifying how you naturally receive information, images, feelings, sounds, tastes, smells, emotions, etc., you can better understand your own intuitive style. For me, clairvoyance, that is the strongest clair. I see in film, and it is not black and white, it is colored film. That is what happens. All my abilities are beautifully open. Now, I don't typically hear my guides like I'm talking to you that way. Sometimes it's rare. I don't need to though. I would like to, and it will happen. I'm not pushing for it though, because there are so many other clairs that I use, and wow, it's powerful. Like I had an experience. My friend and I went to Melbourne and then Mildura. On the way back, I said I can smell smoke. I looked around as we were driving. There was no smoke anywhere. And I kept saying, I can smell it, I can smell it. And she's like, is it inside, outside? And so we turned the air conditioning to only be in the car. I still smelt it, and it was so strong. And I made sure it was nothing else. Guess what? My friend, I was actually connecting to someone she knows in the spirit world. And it was amazing. She smelt the smoke as well. She wanted me to understand that I was actually connecting to that person. And a message came through, which then helped her get clear on the message that she needed to tell somebody. It was powerful. Oops, better go back and make sure. Yep, I want to make sure I was finished. Now, visibility within the solar lunar chakra. Dual energies foster wholeness. The solar lunar chakra's fusion of sun and moon energies exemplifies the necessity of balancing masculine and feminine forces within us. Now, I'm not talking gender here. There is masculine and feminine energy. This is my belief. And there are people out there that now say there is no such thing as masculine and feminine energies. I honestly do not agree with that at all. Again, my opinion. There is masculine and feminine forces within us. And this balance nurtures emotional depth and strengthens our ability to show up authentically in the world. For me, when I'm on, you can hear the confidence and the clarity and everything in my voice. That is the wise feminine coming through. The masculine is me getting on, pressing record and talking. They connected together. That is the masculine and the feminine. And it's, man, it's beautiful. My whole body's just buzzing. And grounding prevents disassociation. I said we do need disassociation in the right way. And many people experience disassociation, feeling disconnected from their bodies and reality. That is unhealthy. And this solar chakra serves as a vital gateway that ensures a strong connection to Mother Earth, anchoring us in our physical presence while allowing spiritual expansion. And the higher self connection brings guidance. Tuning in on a regular basis into this chakra cultivates a profound connection with your higher self and universal support systems. And this connection offers clarity, inspiration, and reassurance, making the journey of visibility and self expression less daunting and more fulfilling. Nope, that was it. I had to realize because these are also episodes. Yep, had to think about it. So thank you very much for watching this beautiful review, part four. I really do appreciate your watching and listening and everything else as well. Please reach out to me on social media because I'd love to connect with you. Wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in this world.